Welcome to Sports Choke News and Update. Please subscribe to get notified whenever we drop our latest update on transfers and football related. Reports in Portugal have claimed that a deal for Victor Gyokeres to join Arsenal are on the brink of collapse as the two sides try to agree on a deal. The record has suggested that the Gunners executives have now returned to London but have not yet agreed on the structure of the deal for the Swedish striker. It is believed that Sporting CP won a deal with €70 million, £60 million, guaranteed plus €10 million, £8.6 million, in add-ons. Whereas the Gunners look to offer €65 million, £56 million, upfront with €15 million, £12.9 million, in add-ons. The overall figure appears not to be an issue, with both sides happy with the €80 million, £69 million, valuation, but how the deal is structured is causing the problem. Football.London understands, despite these reports, that a move to take the striker to Arsenal remains the more likely scenario and that more talks will take place to iron out the details. The player is enamored by Arsenal and has already agreed personal terms with the club and is excited to be taking on the challenge of becoming the club's new main striker. Andrea Berta has been leading the discussions, as the club's new sporting director looks to make a big splash in his first window in charge. Arsenal would like to have their new forward in before they fly off to pre-season in Asia on July 19, with their first game 4 days later against AC Milan in Singapore. The sense at the moment remains that there is a strong chance this will be the case. Gyokeres will have to contend with the presence of Kai Havertz, whom Mikel Arteta remains a very big fan of. In addition, it is worth remembering that the Spaniard's striker preference was Benjamin Sesko this window, and so it will be interesting to see how Arteta responds to getting his second choice rather than the Slovenian, who is believed to be more tailored to the Arsenal system. Arteta has adapted and changed the way Arsenal have played many times before, and he will be more than capable of doing so again. After Gyokeres, assuming the deal is completed, the club have further desires to strengthen with other known targets including Christian Mosquera, Noni Madueke, Eberechi Eze, and Rodrigo. Arsenal could face new fight for Eberechi Eze as Bayern Munich join race for Crystal Palace star. German giants shortlist Eze as they target new signing following Jamal Musiala injury. Bayern Munich could be ready to rival Arsenal for Eberechi Eze. Arsenal have identified Eze as a top summer transfer target but Bayern have now reportedly joined the race for the Crystal Palace star. Bayern have just lost Jamal Musiala to a broken leg and dislocated ankle and the Times say they have shortlisted Eze as they seek to strengthen their attack. The German giants, who missed out on Florian Wirtz to Liverpool and have lost also both Leroy Sané and Thomas Muller, are also said to be exploring a deal for out-of-favour Chelsea attacker Christopher Nkunku. Eze has a £68 million release clause and is attracting interest this summer after a stellar season in which he scored the winner for Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final. The 27-year-old scored 14 goals and provided 11 assists for Palace last season and also netted his first England goal in a 3-0 win over Latvia in March. With Arsenal yet to make an official bid for Eze, Bayern could swoop. A decision is due to be made around Palace's participation in the Europa League next season, which could impact Eze's future. Lions' appeal against their demotion to League Two due to financial problems is set to be heard on Wednesday. If the decision to relegate Lyon is upheld, it would come as a major boost to Palace's hopes of playing in Europe next season. Palace will hope the prospect of leading them into Europe could yet be enough to convince Eze to stay at Selhurst Park. Please don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we drop our latest update on transfers and football related.